Hello everyone, this is Shayan Siddiqui with you, an expert business and economics teacher, an educationalist and a professional corporate trainer. Welcome to my channel. In this lecture, I'm going to discuss with you 5 functions of management which were presented by Henri Fayol. He was a management scientist and the lecture is going to be in English language. If you want to watch the same lecture in Urdu language, just click on this link. This link will lead you to my Urdu language video for the same topic. 5 functions of management by Henri Fayol. So without further delay, here we go. Welcome back and let's move on. Okay, today we are going to study functions of management. Basically, 5 main functions of management, that's what we are going to study today. They were presented by Henri Fayol. Now, the question is, who was Henri Fayol? Henri Fayol was a management scientist. He was born in 1841 and he died in 1925. He wrote a book in 1916. The book's name was General and Industrial Administration. In that book, he actually identified 5 main functions of management. Now, it is arguable whether there are 5 main functions or there are 4 main functions or there are 7 main functions, but actually whether there are 5 or 4, they all come under the category of 5 main functions which are here that we are going to cover. And these 5 main functions are planning, commanding, controlling, coordinating and organizing. Now please don't get confused in the order. You can write in any order, but normally it starts from planning and then organizing. In some books you will find the word leading. That's perfectly fine. There is nothing to confuse. So we now move over our first function of management, which is planning. Planning basically answers 2 different questions. Number 1 is how and the second one is why. But before I move over planning, as you know that I am a coach as well, so I would like to share some sayings here. Chinese basically say a man who does not plan long ahead, he will find troubles, difficulties at his door. China started its planning approximately 70 years back and they had a long-term vision. Now you can see where the China is now and what the China was 70 years ago. They had a long-term vision. They planned how to capture the whole world. And as you know, now only human beings are left to come from China. Rest, the whole world, everything is coming from China. So, okay, second saying I would like to share here. This is my favorite. It was not raining when Prophet Noah was building an ark. So he had a vision. He knew that something's going to happen and he made a plan. He was planning. By failing to prepare, you are actually planning to fail. If you don't plan, that means you are planning to get failed. So we will now move over the definitions. Planning. Planning is basically looking ahead. Planning is basically planning something for future, getting yourself prepared for future. Okay, basically managers are responsible for designing the course of action to achieve the organizational goal or the objectives what they have set for their organization. And managers are basically involved in setting the short-term goals, which are actually called tactical goals, and the long-term goals, which are called strategic goals for their organization to achieve the set objective or the target what they have set for their organization. And in reality, good managers always think ahead. So I have now discussed with you the importance of planning. Let's move over organizing. All right, organizing. What's called organizing? Organization of resources, delegation of authority, allocation of tasks, and meeting the deadline. Now, what exactly it is? Basically, managers are responsible to organize the resources which are available to the business so that the corporate objectives can be achieved. It includes delegating and allocating the tasks to the worker to ensure that the deadlines are met. Now, here I would like to discuss with you the examples of the real-life businesses. Amazon.com, Daraz.com, Noon.com, eBay.com, or for any website. Now, for example, when they get an order, the moment they get an order, they start organizing the available resources. For example, if you take the example of Amazon does not have everything with it. Amazon does not have everything in their godam or the warehouse. They have got many suppliers and vendors whom they are dealing with. So they basically make sure that they provide everything to their customers on timely basis. All the websites, all these businesses are basically organizing everything, like contacting the vendor, contacting the supplier on time, preparing everything, preparing the boxes and making sure that it should be delivered to the person on time. So basically that's called utilizing your available resources in an efficient way so that the organizational long-term goal or even the short-term goal should be achieved on timely basis. Now I would like to give you the recap of organizing. It includes delegating or allocating the task to the workers to ensure that the deadlines are met in timely orders. Getting my point? So now I have covered with you the second function of management or the manager. Don't get confused in it. Basically, it's all about functions of manager or management. I will now take you on the third one, which is controlling. All right. But before I move on, I would like to explain one thing. They are planning. The managers are planning. Management is planning. Why are they planning? Because they have set a long-term objective or the task. They are planning, they are organizing, they are controlling, commanding, leading, whatever they are doing. The ultimate goal is to meet the long-term objective, the set objective. And they want everything to be organized in a proper order so that organization can achieve their long-term objective. Okay, so now the third one is controlling. Let me explain you what it's called. Controlling. Okay, the performance of the team is the responsibility of manager. We do know that. Basically, managers are responsible for the performance of their team, and not only the performance, they are also responsible for health and safety of their workers as well. That is the core responsibility of manager, to look for all these things. Now, in case, for example, the team is not performing well, that is the job of managers, that they must take corrective measures to achieve the target, because they are the controller. They are the one who are leading the ship. They are the one who are leading the organization. So they must have a strong control on the organization at every area of the organization, and they must make sure that the things are in correct direction. They are moving in perfect direction. Okay, so the third function of management, which is controlling, it's over. Let me take you to the fourth one, which is commanding. Managers are basically commanders. They command, they give instructions and order to their team members and the subordinates so that the organizational objectives are achieved. As I explained you earlier, that the ultimate goal for all these functions, for everything in the organization, is to reach the objective, is to achieve the objectives. Okay, now they are responsible to enforce discipline at the workplace and deal with non-compliance issues. What are they doing? Basically, they are commanding. So that's their job. This is the function of manager or the function of management, that they are commanding. They have to deal with the non-compliance issues. Now, what are the non-compliance issues? For example, any employee is not meeting the expected level. He's not giving you the output which is expected from him. That's the job of manager, to deal with this issue and make sure that the level of the employee is upgraded. Okay, somehow bring the employee at the place where he can give you enough output, okay, or the expected output. So the fourth function of management, which is commanding, I have already discussed with you. Now the last one is coordinating, or we can say coordinating. Let me explain you what exactly it is. Basically, managers are responsible for ensuring that all the departments attempt to achieve the goals of the organization. All the departments, HR department, finance department, marketing department, operation department, they all must work in the same direction. If any of the department is not aligned with the set targets, set objectives, business is not going to perform. I give you an example. Quite a few years back, I was working in an organization. It was a multinational organization where I was working, and on and off, on regular basis, we used to have problems between finance department and marketing department, finance department and marketing department. So our director or the CEO called the meeting, and finally he realized that basically there are some personal problems going on between the marketing head of that organization and the finance head of the organization, due to which the whole organization was suffering. Whenever marketing department used to send any request to the finance department for the issuance of the finance and so on, finance department used to say, oh, we don't have money, sorry, we cannot help you out for that. Basically they both were personalized with each other. So ultimately what was happening, the organization was suffering. So this is the job of manager, to make sure. Manager means whether they are the senior level managers, they are the middle level managers, or at whichever place they are on, it's their job to make sure that all the departments, if they are working in any department, they must do their job as best as they can. They must not be derailed from the organizational objective or the organization's culture or the theory, which I'm going to cover in the next videos actually. Okay, so the direction of all the departments should be same. So today I have completed with you these functions of management by Henri Fayol, but the question is, are these the only functions of management? The answer is no. These are not the only functions of management. Actually, the manager or the management performs uncountable number of roles. They have got uncountable number of functions to perform. And in next videos, I'm going to cover with you Charles Handy's functions of management, Peter Drucker's functions of management, which is actually management by objective MBO. I hope you have understood today's lecture, which is 5 functions of management by Henri Fayol. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. If you have already subscribed to it, thank you so much, but please refer my channel to others so that they can also benefit from my lectures. Thank you so much for watching.